So fine. Good evening, everyone. So we have started designing the portfolio, which last week we started designing the navigation bar. That's on Monday. So today we will continue from where we've stopped. I think this is what we've done so far. And if you have to preview what we've done, let me open it. So basically this is what we've done. So because we don't have logo, so a logo is supposed to be attached with this name, and this is our menu, right? This is where we've stopped, and I hope you can also see my screen. So, and we are not done yet with this. We are not done yet. One, because you will see that this one is not looking somehow attractive, and then one again is that you will see that they are somehow closer to each other. So we need to add a space. So we need to add spacing to it so that it will look more okay, right? So, and again, I think that should be our next class. So there's something that you have to know. That is, once you are designing, it's how to maintain colors. So I now personally, I want to maintain blue colors. So in everything what I do, so I will teach you some color palettes later on. Maybe during our next video, I will show you on how to check color palette online, and how to be using, and what are the colors that are somehow related to each other, or that are somehow friendly to each other. So I will show you. So basically, since this one is I'm using white background, so I will be changing it. I'll be using black, blue, red, like some colors that are just somehow connected with white, right? So, but the primary colors that I will be using, the secondary color that I will be using will be majorly blue. Is that clear? So now, actually, let me go back to our design, and let me style this a little bit because the text is somehow small, and this one too, let me also add a spacing to it. So now, and if I should check our code, we'll see that we've extended this our logo element with a class name called logo, right? So which means, let me just call it, let me call the logo. Let me go back to my style. I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can.
So now, this one is very, very important. What I want to say now, it's very, very important. So, and again, when you are designing on the CSS, always make sure that your elements, your tags, they are going along with the structure of your page. Is that clear? Now, for example, now let's say now that this footer here, this down here, it's footer. Don't let your footer designing should be at the top of header. Why? The reason why is that because of if you are debugging your code, like maybe you have some issue later on in the future. So we have several ways in which we can make our code to be monitored. One is commenting. You should be commenting each section that you are working on. But because I want us to first that after when you have written a lot of codes, then that's when I will now introduce these commenting techniques, right? So, but what you just have to know now is that it's either you are using commenting, you should always use it, because, well, let's assume now that like your users, they are having issue with login. So that's your commenting that you've done. Like for example, now if this code now is just, it's just all about form. So now at the top of this, I will write form, like form start, form end, so that whenever I'm having issue, it will be within this particular code. So that's one of the issue. That's one of the reasons why we comment, right? And the second thing regarding the CSS is, once you are using the CSS, let your code to be stuck to each other. That is, they should go along with how you are styling. So now let's assume now that even after when you have designed your maybe your footer. So if you should add footer here after this header, believe me, or on this header, believe me, your code will still work. It will still work perfectly. but documentation is very, very important. Let's assume now that someone else, or maybe you've retired and someone is to take over your job, your work. So if your documentation is not properly done well, believe me, that person, it is just more of like you are suffering that person. That's why if you are styling, you should make sure that now you see now that I've styled for header, right? And this one here that I put here, it is for this, right? And you can see that the logo came before this our menu. So that's why now I just have to put the logo here at the top of this dot logo. Hope you have gotten that techniques that I'm trying to explain here. So after this logo, now this font here, this font, it's okay for me, but I want to add it more. So let me just add the font size, right? That's the font size. Let me add it to 30 pixel. If I just save it, you can see that it has somehow enlarged, right? Or let me reduce it to 28 pixel. I think it's okay like this. Then let me change the color. I want it to be color. Let me change it to black, and the hash code for black is hash 0000000, right? It's 6. So now that's for hash. Yes, correct. And I want it to be somehow bold enough, since already we have used this our general selector to remove the underline, right? But now I want it to be somehow bold. You can use different techniques, but me here I'm using the fonts, the font weight. Let me use 600. 600 is bold enough. Aha. Please, are we clear with this now? And any question regarding what I want to do? Regarding what I've done so far. Please, any question, please? No, this is clear. Now, who can tell me now if I want to change this without using? If I want to change this now to capital letter, who can tell me the techniques that we can use to change this using HTML? How can we change it to capital letter? And using CSS, how can we change it to capital letter? Who can tell me first the HTML? Can someone tell me? If I have to change this now to capital letter, please think it's very, very easy. So I just want our class to be interactive so that at least I will know that you're all following up. So if I have to change this now to yes, if you want to use HTML now to change this capital letter, it's just a very simple technique that we are to use. What are we to use here? Very simple.
Without using the attribute, just the HTML.
Yes, just the HTML. Just using HTML. Come on, let me.
We type it in capital letters.
Thank you. You see, go very simple. So now, which means I can achieve this now. I'm coming. I can achieve this. Just come down here. Just come down here now, and I'll change it to what? To capital letter. H-A-H-F-A-Z tech. Is that correct? And change it. You see, go very simple. That's using HTML. But if I want to use CSS, please, how am I going to achieve that?
Use text transformation.
Thank you. Text transformation. Text transform. And what? You say what? Uppercase. Right? Why the capitalize means that it will capitalize the issue. That's all. Please, have you gotten that? But I don't want the capital letter. Let me just leave it back here. Please, have you gotten that techniques?
Yes, sir.
So you will see that the best way to learn anything tech, it is just through project. You will see now that we've introduced a lot of properties and values and some things in the CSS now. Why, without even emphasizing more on this? Without even, sorry, someone is calling me. Without even emphasizing more on just the theoretical aspects. So this is just the best way to learn by practical. Is that clear? So now we are done with this. Now I think we can still go along with this, right? It's somehow okay, but later on we can still come back to style more if we want. So now let me now shift this one to this side so that we will start for this too. We will achieve this one too. So now if you can see this my home about me, they are somehow not okay. They are not somehow displaying. And don't forget, under our code here, you see that we use a tag to achieve that, right? And I told you that this anchor, a tag means anchor tag. It's used for linking, right? And this is where we will insert the link if we want someone, after when someone has clicked on this home, this, if you want like someone this link to go to google.com, what you just come here is that what you just have www dot, but it's okay to put with https because of the secured http, right? Then I say what can I say google.com. It means that when someone has clicked on this home, yeah, it will just direct that person to google.com. Is that clear? This is where we just insert. And if you are using a like relative link within, let's assume that I want someone, after when that person has clicked on this home, it should go to about. What you just have to do is that very, very simple. Just copy just put your this hashtag there and put about me. So automatically and put about. And what you've written here for your about, is there something here? It means that you must have created a page for about me here, right? So you just put it here, about me.html. And gamma, that's all. Very, very simple. Hope that is clear now, right? Let me put it back to this hash. Why you are putting this hash? The reason why this hash is inserted is because for it not to load 406 page, which will also come to that later on under authentication. So the different page error that we have in web, you have 406, 401, 401. What it means, you will see them later on, right? So now let's go back. Don't forget that we've used our a tag to achieve this, right? So if you now come back to our to style, so now we've used a tag, right? And don't forget, they are inside this nav. They are inside what? This nav. So which means I have to call my nav. Sorry, I can even extend this nav so that it will make sense. Let me extend with a class name so that it will make sense with my. Let's call it a navigation. Let me call it navigation. Right? Let me call it navigation. Yes, it's okay like this. Or menu, depending on what you want. But just for it to be semantic, so let me just use this navigation. So just come down here. Since I've extended it, instead of me to use nav straight, I can just use what dot navigation now. Navigation, right? And then I want to target this a tag inside it. Then I will now say what? I will now say a tag. Then that's it. So that is what we've done here, is that I want to target from parent and the parent element and the child. So I want to target both of them together. Then I'll come down to my CSS. Then what do I do? First of all, this font size, can I increase it small? Or let's first change the color first. Let's change the color. Let's change it to can I change it to, I think let me change it, let me change also it to black. But now let me use color name. Black. Right? I think I have to explain this tonight because color is one of the things that is very, very important in CSS. Because it is color, people will tend to see your project that wow, that your project is fabulous. But now I've changed this one to black. Now we can see down now that it has changed to black, right? So then no need for us to do another text decoration because we have already removed it, right? Fine. But can I also increase the font size a little bit? Let me put font size, let me put it into 14 pixel. Let's see if it's okay. It's somehow small. Let's change it to 20. Is it somehow big? Or let's change it to 17 so that it will somehow be moderate. Let's put that's I think that 20 is still okay, right? Let's put this 20. So it's okay like this, right? Let's also change the font weights. So you can use the normal name bold, border, light, right? But me, I prefer using the number. Let me put 500. let me put it 600 so that somehow okay. Car is 2. Let me put it 500. I think this 500 is okay. Are we clear? So now, if I now want to achieve this spacing now, for the spacing to be more very okay, to the space to be more okay, I can put what? Let me put margin. Let's put margin left. I hope you will still remember the box model. Let me put 30 pixel. Is it okay like this now? Can you see that now? Are we clear? Any question, please, so far? Any question? Now? Any question, please, so far?
No question.
So fine. So now we've achieved this now. So we've achieved this. So, and again, there's something that I would love to add. That is, so that I will introduce you to more the properties of links. So in links, we have different types of links in the web. We have the active, they have the visited one. That is, the active means that once, so the default setting for link is that once something is a link, that is, it is something that is clickable, automatically that thing will be what it will be. It will come with blue color and underlined with blue color. It means that that thing is clickable, and that thing has what is a link. That is, once you clicked it, it will link you to something else. Is that clear? So after when you've clicked on it, that is visited. It means that the color will change to red. Is that clear? But the one that I want us to use this evening is the active one. The active one. That is, whereby if someone has even seen it, we should see that the color should be like, okay, these links that you are seeing, it means that these links, they are active. That is, they are clickable. So to achieve that again, we can extend this A tag. This is our A tag now. Now come back again. Let's say navigation, because I don't want it to conflict with each other. I can say navigation, then A, because, or before that, or let us just leave this active for now. Let's use one for over. This over means that, what over means that whenever you've put your, now see what happened here. You've seen this my cursor, right? If I move a cursor to this now, what happened? What happened? Who can tell me?
The cursor changed to a hand.
Thank you. So whenever you've seen that thing, I will, please, someone should remind me that I should send the types of cursor we have. And please, and then you have to study it before next class. Once you've seen this hand like this, it means that that thing is clickable. That's the link. That's just the default icon for link. But now with CSS, I can change the what? I can change the designing, that whenever this thing has over into this, it will bring like some transition to that, or some animation, some design. So now let us use different techniques now. Let me change this one now. That is, whenever I've over this my cursor, this, it will change color. Let me put color. Let me put color to, let me see, put it red. Now see what happened here now. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? You see that this thing is changing to what? To red. Can you see? Wow. Then, or let me change it. Let me use another techniques. Let me use background color. Background color. Let me use let's also see use red, or let me use blue. Let me use blue. Now see what happened. Can you see that now? How I'm adding effect to it. Can you see that? Can you see that? Aha. But the one that, let's just use the one. Don't worry. We see, before we finish this thing, you would have gathered a lot of ideas, a lot of things, that the only thing that you just need just more like on how to ease your code and how to your code to be more efficient. Because as a programmer, as a developer, what you need to be thinking of is how you can minimize your code. First of all, let's say that this is your first time coding. Let's say you have 1,000 lines of code. Then later on, as you're progressing, you should be able to reduce it to like 800, 500, to the extent that you should be able to reduce it to the limit, like the least of code. Like even if possible, you should just have one line to achieve what someone will type in 1,000 lines. Is that clear? So now let me use my blue. Yeah, I think I love blue so much. Sorry. So after white, blue is my best color. Aha, that is once I over now, it will what? It will change the color to blue. Please, before we proceed, this color is very, very important, so that I'll just teach you, and I want you to just get the concept as soon as possible. And I'm sorry again, please. I don't know, and I want us to achieve our ego page tonight, but I don't know how the time will permit us, because I have meeting by 9 o'clock. So, and I don't know how we can achieve that. So now, um, color. Let me use this techniques to color. So color in. Let me also increase this so that you're able to see my screen very well. So color in computer. So please listen very well. Color, we have different ways. We have different ways in which we can achieve color in computer, right? So the first one is what we call. You can create a color using color name. Let me use our normal British so that someone won't. We can use color name. We can use what we call hexadecimal, and we can use what they call RGB. We have a lot. But we have the Alpha X, the one. We have the HSL. We have a lot, but this three is one of the most common one that we use. This color name is what is this color name is the one that is more popular, the ones that you are all familiar with. That's red, green, blue, purple, white. All these, their color names. It's very, very easy. So, but with this hexadecimal and this RGB, so with this now, that's how we have. Listen, I have to take you back to the to the elementary part of computing, which I believe that you must have done binary, octal, hexadecimal, right bit, and let's just tell you this: binary is very, very important in computing, and which we all know that it's just zeros and ones, right? So now, and with this binary, we have bit bytes, and which the one that you are even more familiar with, because that's what they use in our storage, right? So that's why you have 2 gig, 4 gigs, 8 gig, and then what you have 16, you have 32, you have 64, you have 128, like that, right? So that's the same thing. That's the same techniques that they use in our byte, right? So now the the color name that the computer use to generate colors, it is just 3. The first one is red, the second one is green, while the third one is blue. So that's, we have RGB. So this way we have RGB. So on the computer, this red, this, let me put it like this. This red that you are seeing, the bit is equivalent to 256. This one too is equivalent to 256. Sorry, 256. Why this one too is also equivalent to what? To 256. Are we getting it? So if you multiply these three together, that is, if you have 256 times 256 times 256, which is equal, we have 16,777,216. Someone should confirm it. We have 16,777,216. That is, the value that you have for this red is 0 to 255. But the value here is 0 to 255. This one too is 0 to 255. And this one too is 0 to 255. But if someone should ask you that how many digits do you have, that's 256, right? But I hope we all did math. So please don't hate math, because computer is all about math. So they created computer using math techniques, right? So The value that you have from 0 to 255 is what 256. It's just normal simple mathematics. If someone should ask you that what is the decimal we use, it's 0 to 9, right? It is still this 0 to 9 that they are repeating from 10, 11, 12, 1 million is still the same 0 to 9. But if you are asked that how many digits do you have, that's 10, right? Because 0 is not equivalent to our 1. If you not to count it, they are 10. So likewise, this one too, 0 to 256, 255, they are 256. And if you are to multiply them, you have 16,777,216, which means the colors, the possible colors that we have 16 million colors. So how many do you know? How many can you list? Oh yeah, challenge. How many can you list? Is it up to 20? The one that you can list without cheating. Eh? Can someone list 20 colors?
I can list five.
Five. But you have 60 million possible colors. You have 60 million. So these are techniques. Wow. You can say that computer is so great, very, very great. I'm telling you. So with this, just between red, green, blue, with the combination of these colors, that's what the computer used to generate all the remaining colors. The green, the yellow, the red, the what? The violet, the orange, everything that you know, the anything that you know, the colors that you know. So just that there are some colors that can be divided. You see, blue, still blue. That then we have sky blue, light blue, ash blue, blue. So blue can have up to. That's why you have color palette, which I will show you later on. Is very, very important. The color and the typography. So, but just know that you have 16,777,216 possible colors in computer, just with this red, green, blue. So now, how do you now achieve this hexadecimal? The computer, before you can achieve this hexadecimal, it always starts with hashtag, then RRGGBB. This is code for hexadecimal in computer. This first two digits is for red, this second is for blue, and this third one is for what? This second is for green, while this third one is for blue. Is that clear? If you can come back to this one, this color here that I use is hexadecimal value. So because there must be 6, or there should be 3. There should be 3 if the codes are the same. Why there have to be 6 if they are the same? So we've all known that hexadecimal values is from 0 to F, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have 10, which we've all known. So the 10 for computer is A, B, 11, C, D, E, F. So the hexadecimal value are 16. They are what? They are 16. So now from this 0 to F, you can also generate this if you don't want to use color name, which is somehow very, very difficult. So to remember all these 16 million colors, so we can use hexadecimal from 0 to F to achieve the same 16 million. Yeah, let's do some basic. Let me start changing this color now. Let's just change this color. So now in computer, we know binary. Binary is so powerful. Anything 0 means that something is on, right? And anything 1, it means that anything 0, it means that that thing is off. That's the concept robots are also using, zeros and 1, on and off. That's the concept you are even using at home. Your switching of light, on off. Your machine, your switching of TV, anything that you see, that switch button, even that switch button, you will even see 0 and 1. You see it once round and then with 1. It means on and off, right? So now, if I should say, let me first write the code here. Let me use this. Let's say RRGGBB. This is the code right now. Go. Yeah, if I should put. Now, listen now. I say that this first 2 is for red, this second is for green, this third is for blue, right? If I should put. If I should say FF, which is the highest, it means that thing is on. 0, it means that it's off. That thing is lowest, is off. If I should say FF 0000, you can see that now this color is red now. Why? Because I have off these two these 2 letters F, this GG and BB. That's how I have red. So Who can tell me what can this green be now? Be now from these techniques now. Our green color would be what now? Who can tell me?
Our green color will be
Thank 00 FF 00. Thank you. That's it. Can you see that now? Why our blue will be what? 00 FF. Can you see that? So it means that I've off this and this blue here, right? So now for white it will be what? FF, because everything will be on now. Once you switch on something, it means that that thing is, yes, FF. Is equal white. Y off will be what? 000000. Can you see that? Is it hard? Please see, this is just the techniques of how computer is working. You should just know the roots. So if you want to enjoy computer a lot, yeah, just know the background, the root of something, right? So now this is how it is, and this one too is somehow difficult to remember because you can be mixing 0 1 A B or A B C F. See the color that I got, but it will somehow difficult for someone to remember, and it's somehow difficult. So that's how we now have what we call this color palette. Once you over your, this one is mostly in all software applications, Microsoft Word, Corel Draw, anything that you know that you are using color graphics, you will see something like this, a palette like this, right? So which means it's easier for you to be dragging. So that's where you can generate a code from this. If the color that you are looking for is within blue, you can just drag this back to blue here now, and then keep on dragging till when you see the actual color that you want. Please, are we clear now? So the third method is using the RGB, normal RGB. The RGB code is that instead of it to use this, you can just use RGB here. Then okay, the first letter here is for R, the second is for green, while the third is for blue. So now if you set this one to 0, it means that it's off. If you set this one to 0, it means that this one too is off. Then if you set this one to 255, I told you the highest value is what? 255. You see that you will see blue. Can we see that? Then if I want to achieve red, it means that I will change this one to 0. White, this is 0. This one should be what? 255. You see that I will achieve red. That's how. And if it is for black, 00. For white, 255. You see that you have set it to the highest value, 255. Please, are we clear now? Are we clear with this? So, but which one is more okay and more efficient? So now the answer is always use your hexadecimal. It's either you use your hexadecimal or you use your RGB value. But it's not professional to be using color name. The reason why is because of the browser's algorithm. Browser what? Algorithm. I told you once you are designing, you should be thinking of your users. Your optimum aim for any product that you are bringing out there is your user. Your users are your main target. That is, are they okay? Is the interface okay by them? Are they enjoying what I've created? So that's why you have to design for all things. So the algorithm, so different browsers, they have their own algorithm. So that's why you just have, so the best to use is to use, because they can differ slightly in their color name. Let's say that now like some browsers now, you can see that their color blue won't be that fully blue, right? So that's why once you are using your hexadecimal value, automatically the computer will generate that exact color that you want. So don't just forget that color is very, very important while designing. You must know how to use color. Please, because of time, I would have given you some links that where you can check color palette. That is that one. It will make you to maintain colorization once you are designing. But please, during our next class, someone should remind me. That's the first thing that I will show you. the color palette, on how to see different colors that you just tell the computer that you have to be maintaining colors. So that's why you see most websites, you see if they are using red, everything will be red. Mostly everything will be red. If they are using blue, everything, most things will be blue, or they should be using some colors that are somehow connected with blue. Are you clear? Please, any question? I'm sorry that we won't be able to achieve our ego page today because of I have meeting. No. It's supposed to be from 9 o'clock, but I don't know. I'm sorry. So how are we going to do now? Let me change this smile to black. Please, any question? Any question so far, please?
I'd like to ask, can we increase the number of times we have per class?
Can we what?
Increase the number of times we have classes.
Can we increase? Oh my God. Oh, I think you've been talking about this. You've been saying it a lot. But my major problem now is that one, I'm fully engaged. I'm telling you, like I'm totally occupied. Totally occupied. One. Secondly, I think this is the high time that I even need to chip in. Please, no matter how, please just try. But it is not compulsory. If that's a conditional statement, if we are to increase, actually, no matter how, you have to be supporting this platform with something, please. And the reason why is that, believe me, the data I'm spending to upload videos, just one video, it's more than 500 MB. Every see all the videos that we are using, because there was a time that I somehow compressed it, but believe me, the outcome was not very very okay. So that's why I just used to upload directly. And if I'm uploading directly, it used to like I used to spend more than 500 MB because the video that I'm using to record is the highest quality. That's the no sorry the one that is somehow suitable, because now even 360 resolution is not very okay in some devices again. That's why I'm using 720, the 720 pixel. And just imagine the kind of data that thing will be consuming. So but please, if you can be supporting the group, no matter with little amount, even though it will be 500 naira something there, so that thing can motivate me more, because we are all human beings and I'm also spending a lot to just do this for you guys free. So if you can be supporting the group with something for us to move forward, believe me, though I can squeeze and I can still see, because I've seen that at least we've even gotten like 2 3 people that are somehow serious with this, and which I'm very very okay. I'm very, very okay. Even though we have more than 150 in the platform on the platform, but I'm very, very okay. At least we've seen 3 that are somehow committed. But if you can be supporting the group with something, then fine. I think I will be glad with that. I think, is that okay by you? Or should I say, is that okay by us all? Is that okay too?
If it's okay by me, maybe we can discuss and see what we can
Okay, please. No matter how, because seriously, it is not. That's just. It is not. Should I say that it's not? It's quite. I'm just doing my own part to just see how I can just benefit the people. But believe me, I also have some things doing right, and that's why I'm not that happy with the. And even the reason why you see that I raised the issue of people not attending, because before I didn't want to start this at all. Before, it was people that were disturbing me, my DM, that please I should help them, they need this. And I told them several times that I've done this kind of things. People are not serious, especially with online classes. So they will think that they are serious, but once it has started, they'll say no, we'll be serious. No, let's just start. You will see. I say I've done this several times. I've done not more than 10 times, 20 times. But now, see now, the first week we saw like 20 or more, or close to 20, and see the numbers now. Just imagine the numbers now. So that's what is happening. So people are thinking that you investing your time, You sacrificing your time is just like that person too. It's just okay, free. Believe me, this thing, huh? It will be difficult for you to see someone take now, so that it will have time free now to just give something free now. It's somehow difficult, very very difficult. So that's why I'm just urging them that they should utilize this time, because believe me, it's a big opportunity. And believe me, once you are done with this your portfolio, that's for life. Ah. And the code you can use it. See, me, I'm not the type that say that this copyright, that me no, that no one should use my code. As far I've taught you, see, it's free for you to use. Even see, you can even advertise it, ma. You can advertise to people that let me do portfolio for you, and customize to your own to your own needs. So that's me for you. So everything I'm giving you for free. Just customize to your own extent. So that's why I just urge you guys that this one that I'm doing, that just try to just be changing some things, so that it will suit your own. Now you can't like your qualification might not be the same with my own, and my own too might not be the same with your own. But you already know yourself, and you know what you are capable of. And please, in tech, we don't lie. If you are not an expert in something, please don't put it on your portfolio. Please and please, please and please. If you are not expert, just be what be just say the truth in anything that you are doing. In tech, we don't lie. That's why everything in tech is show us. They showcase what you know. There's nothing like this is my certificate, and this is what I've done. This, so just show us what you've done. Eh? Not that I have PhD in this, I have this. So something that you can't lie about is one is tech. Oh wow, this is a project. This is what you've done. Wow, wow, yeah. We need something like this. Then you now start. Some people there, it's just unfortunately now that some people will go outside there to buy scripts, to buy codes, and then they will now publish it out like as if it is theirs. I'm telling you, it's coming back. It's coming back. Once you are given a role, tech, you can't just lie. You can't just lie. Just do the needful, yeah. So just blend to your own taste, to one that will suit your own needs and thing. And I think, let me see my schedule and see, except the only option that I can give you guys that we can increase, except if the class can be shifted, the one that we will had the days, if it can be shifted to anything like from 10 o'clock night, like 10 to 11. Are we okay by that time?
Yes, that's perfect for me. I don't know
Is
for
it
others.
perfect,
Perfect.
Mr. Sharifdin? Is that okay? Like, is out? Mr. Sharifdin? Sadiq, is that okay by you too?
Yes, it's okay.
Please, because yes,
Yeah,
tech, you don't even need to be sleeping. Tech, you always see, you have to be burning candles. Oh, night, your sleeping time should be morning. Yeah, if you are into tech, night at all, don't be sleeping at all. That should be your time that you will be researching. But hey, please, oh, don't say that I've got something new. Please study yourself. There's some people that their own night is not comfortable, and so they are not comfortable waking up at night. You just utilize your time well. If it is afternoon that is okay by you, then do your work. And if it is night, but me, I prefer night. So that's why I'm saying it, because I enjoy night more. That's why most of my sleeping time is just morning. You to just study yourself and then just invest more. So if that's the case, we can meet tomorrow then. Because the problem is that I have class by 8:30 to 9:30 tomorrow. Then that's one of my other online classes. And then we can pick up from 10 to 11. I think, yeah. So let's meet tomorrow then. Hmm? So I hope you've learned something today. And I hope you've gained something today. And we hope to learn more and more and more. So today, what you just need to go and do now tonight, before tomorrow, you too, if you've not achieved this, achieve that too. And I also want you to let us, we can also even add something to this to make it look something, or we can also add contact me. Let me add one effect too to this contact me. If you should come down to this contact me here, this contact me, I can add a little thing to it. Let me say I can extend this now to a class name, and I have contacts. Then put so that I'll just so that it will look somehow perfect. That is, it will. If I should add contact now, if I should go back to my style and say, let me just pick it state dot contact state, because I don't need just dot contacts like this. Go. Let me just pick it and say, let me add border. Let me put border. Let me put 10 pixel. Sorry, is not. Is it accurate with it? Contacts. If that's the case, class contact. What's wrong with this code? Who can tell me what's wrong with this code? What's wrong with this code, please? I want to add like a button to this contact here now. What's wrong with this code?
Like the contact.
Yes, I want to add like a button to it. And now I've touched.
But
I have.
you specify the border.
Uh-huh. I've specified it now.
I
But
think the problem with the code is your selector.
okay, wow.
It's supposed to be navigation and then contact.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's just it. And the reason why is it is because I told you that this is the parent, right, and this is the child. So now it's not seeing it as straightforward to this, right? It's not seeing like now see, we have the normal element, then we've already extended this, right, and then we are now extending something else again inside, right? So that's what it's not seeing. So how are we going to do now? And don't forget, if you target all the navigation here now, if I say navigation now, if you target all, now, if you target this all now, navigation, I think the best thing to use is just a dot. If you use a dot here, will it work? Where is my? Will it work now? I'm coming. Let me first increase this font size so that I will see maybe it's working. Font size. Let me put it to font size. Let me put it to 30 pixel. So you see that the font size is working now. You see that it's working now, co? But now the border is not working. Why? Because I want to bring out the border. So what are we going to do?
You have not specified the border style.
The border style. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to hear. So now, what am I going to do now? You have to put this border style, which is what is either solid or anyone that you want solid, and then the color of what you want. Please, have we gotten it? If I show you blue, see what happened here now. Can you see that now? So this one is what they call the width. This one is the style, and this one is the color. This is the syntax for border, but this one is too thick. So let's change it to 1 and just change it. Can we see that now? So now, but let us add the margin. Hey, this thing will end now. Let's add the padding. Sorry, the inner space. Let's add padding. Let's add what? Let's add 10 pixel so that it will somehow look nice. Is it okay like this? Right? Now let's add the border radius. This border radius means that if you want the distance to be curved, this inner side to be curved, let's put like 10 pixel also so it will be curved. Can you see that? And then let's add our background color. If I should add background color, let me use can I use red? Will red be okay? Or let us use this color palettes. But no, I will show you next class, Sha. how where the website that you enter so that you get so that they will give you the list of colors that you have to use. Let me use this one and see. I think it's okay like this. Can you see that now? So I think we've done something, and because of time, our this thing will end now. So we can call it a day. At least you can also customize your own need and just exactly. So see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy the class. Is there any question, please?
Thank you so much.
So you are welcome. So bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.